Hey guys, it's Ross going on the Space Coach. Today I'm going to share my Babylon 5 DVD collection with you. One of the best sci-fi shows ever on TV. If you hadn't had that, you never would have had Battlestar Galactica, and then you never would have had Game of Thrones. But yes, Babylon 5, great stuff. So in universe chronological order, in the beginning, which was at the prequel to the basically showing the Earthminbari War, and you see Jakar, Delenn, and Sheridan on there. There's just the back. You see him. They made him look young without the use of de-aging tech, so it was like shorter hair and all that sort of stuff. So let's see. The first Babylon 5 feature film. 200 years from now, mankind has reached the stars, colonized new worlds, contacted new races, and fought new wars on the frontiers of known space. It is the dawn of a new age. When a tragic mistake by an Earth warship results in the death of a leader of the mysterious Minbari race, a vicious war erupts. The Minbari war machine sets out to annihilate every ship, base and planet in the Earth Alliance, and for the first time, mankind stands on the brink of extinction. Only one man stands in the way of Minbari, a man with a plan so daring, so brilliant, he will earn the name Starkiller. Based on the in the beginning charts not only the Earthminbari War, but the early days of the characters who will one day change the destiny of the galaxy. Yes. And then, The Gathering, which was the pilot episode for Babylon 5. And I remember seeing this on TV, thinking, wow. So yes, Jakar, great character. Obviously, slight difference in the Narn makeup to the full season. So there you just see there on the station. And obviously the Minbari makeup was very different as well. A dynamic build from one of TV's most unique series ever. Babylon 5 is a space station in the late 23rd century, a centre of diplomacy and trade in neutral space located between many rival space empires. The project's success, already shaky, has put in further doubt when incoming Commander Jeffrey Sinclair is the key suspect in the attempted assassination of Kosh, a mysterious alien ambassador. The Gathering is a feature-length pilot episode for the award-winning Babylon 5 TV series. And then, of course, on to Season 1. Londo, Jakar and Sinclair. And what's that down at the bottom? Vorlon ships, I believe. So, Babylon 5 is alive. Babylon 5, a flashpoint for conflict located between 5 competing races, home to diplomats, smugglers, terrorists, and dreamers. Yes. Season 1, Signs and Portents. And the Signs and Portents episode was excellent when it first introduces Mr. Borden. Then we move to Season 2, The Coming of Shadows. And Delenn, Garibaldi, Sheridan, Ivanova, and Talia Winters. There you just see the back. There's Garibaldi. The journey forges on as the shadows deepen. Armed with a new commander and a fortified sense of purpose, B5 continues its often perilous but always vital peace mission among the 5 competing interstellar races that inhabited it. Each variously comprised of diplomats, smugglers, terrorists, and dreamers. Yes. So there we go. And then, of course, Season 3, Point of No Return, introducing Marcus and bringing back Lita Alexander. And there's Londo, and there is Sheridan. And there's a Narn ship, there's the station. And there is Dr. Franklin and Delenn. Betrayed, battered, unbeaten, the station goes to war against the fearsome shadows. The year is 2260 in the space station. It was the last best hope for peace, is now the only hope for victory. Sheridan and the rest of the B5 commands take a stand against the duplicitous alliance forged by Earth and the Shadows. Yes, indeed. So, then, Season 4, No Surrender, No Retreat. The main cast on there. The White Star. Very attractive purple. And there is the others, Lanier, Lita and Londo. The 3 L's, Lanier, Lita and Londo. On the frontiers of tomorrow. The future begins or ends here and now. Here is the huge space station Babylon 5. Now is the fateful year 2261. Commander John Sheridan has already declared the station free, breaking the ties between it and Earth Alliance. It was perhaps only a matter of time before he would have to fight to remain free. That time has come in this 22-episode season. And then the final season of the main arc, of course, The Wheel of Fire. Introducing, what was her name? Tracy Scoggins as the actress. I can't remember. Captain Lockley, that was it. Yeah, Elizabeth Lockley, so there. And him, the telepath. God, he was annoying with his long hair. Very 90s long hair. The late, great Babylon 5. From the beginning, both were running out of time. The space station that was the last best hope for peace was sooner or later certain to be eclipsed by new political coalitions and technical advances. And John Sheridan, who guided the massive Freeport through its most tumultuous days, knew that his own fate had been inalterably prophesied. Now both storylines converge in a 22-episode final season with dazzling exclusivity. Whose events also include Sheridan's attempts to wage peace for the Interstellar Alliance, the final destiny that awaits him and his command staff, as well as what the future brings for the Mammoth space station. You're cleared for final approach to Babylon 5. And I'm not ashamed to admit, I burst into tears the first time I saw the final episode when the station goes. It was so beautifully done, and the music and Ivanova's closing monologue. Oh, so many great lines, so many great speeches that just come immediately to mind. But that one, there can always be new beginnings, even for people like us. Right, the movie collection I also have. So that's Third Space, River of Souls, and A Call to Arms. Third Space. Is there a realm beyond hyperspace? Discovery of a million-years-old gateway technology may hold the answer, and more. River of Souls. After death, then what? Questions of eternity arise when a supposedly infallible harvester of souls proves to be very fallible. And then A Call to Arms. The torch has passed. A race against time to save Earth links the B5 mission with the Rangers' new interstellar efforts. And that torch has passed in this Crusade. I thoroughly enjoyed this. The music was a bit hit and miss. It was a bit light, you know. I mean, it didn't have much of an impact compared to the Christopher Frank score on the original B5 series. But they were all decent enough. Daniel Day Kim, I forget his name. Tracy Scoggins, Peter Woodward, was it? And her, the alien thief, was very good. There we see on the back. Galen, that was his name in the show. 2267. The battle is won, the war may be lost. After fending off the fierce attack of Drak combatants, Earth faces an unseen yet even greater foe. The Drak have left behind a microbial biogenetic plague that will destroy all life on the planet in 5 years if a cure isn't found. From B5 creator J. Michael Straczynski comes exciting 13-part adventure. There's only 13 episodes, it's such a shame. About the race to find that cure, an urgent and hazardous quest that sends an Earth Force expedition across the reaches of space to explore technologies more advanced than Earth's. The race is on, the perils are many, and savvy, real tomorrow issues and potential technologies underlie every episode, thanks to production input from forward-looking thinkers at NASA's JPL, that's the Jet Propulsion Lab in California. The future begins or ends here. And then, skipping forward some more time in universe, was this, The Legend of the Rangers, the pilot episode, which sadly did not get carried through to series. But I enjoyed it, it was alright. Was it? Yes, so. The Rangers, an order of warrior priests, have wandered the darkness between the stars for over 1,000 years, protecting 100 worlds from invasion and destruction. But now a new alien threat appears on the event horizon of the Interstellar Alliance, a force more ancient and powerful than anything previously encountered. The only obstacle is in the way of this new race, a single broken down Ranger ship under the command of David Martell, Dylan Neal, whose sole orders were to escort Ambassador Jakar, Andreas Katsoulis, to an interstellar conference. Alone, barely armed, they must defeat an enemy unlike anything they have seen before, to whom the Shadows and the Vorlons were as insects. I wonder how that worked out. And finally, The Lost Tales. Thoroughly enjoyed this, especially the one with her in it, about the demon-possessed human. It was fascinating, because obviously JMS is a not agnostic, he atheist, but he knows religion inside out, and he can certainly write religion very, very well, and that was excellent. And this was good as well, the one with the two of them, with the new emperor of the Centauri, and how he will destroy Earth, maybe. And there we see. So let's see. 10 years after he became president of the Interstellar Alliance, John Sheridan returns to B5 for the IA's anniversary celebration. When a technomage shows him a glimpse of a future Earth destroyed in a devastating Centauri assault, and a demonic entity makes itself known closer to home, the stakes are raised with billions of lives in the balance. In Voices in the Dark, JMS reunites Bruce Boxleitner, Tracy Scoggins and Peter Woodward in two richly imagined stories set after the events of the original series. In one, a supernatural force penetrates B5 on a mission whose success or failure will devastate or redeem whole planets. In the other, Sheridan must make a decision to take or save one life, a decision that will result in either the salvation or the destruction of Earth herself. And yeah, they were very good. But that's all of Babylon 5 for now. Always there's talk of reboots, whatever, we shall have to wait and see. I would be very wary, but I mean, if they reboot it like they rebooted Battlestar Galactica, that'd be fine. But the thing is, B5 was already pretty damn perfect. There were a few ropey episodes that I See Not a Man's Speech is truly awful. Grey 17 is missing. It's highly disappointing because it had Robert Englund in it, but it was a terrible episode. And one or two of the others like, now get the hell out of our galaxy, the both of you. I don't know. Mostly the writing, it was with the angels. It really was. So many great quotable lines. Such a fantastic show. Certainly one of my all-time favourite TV shows, right up there with Battlestar Galactica and Farscape and others. In fact, it's ahead of Farscape. I mean, B5 and Battlestar Galactica, they're always fighting out for the number one position, and it changes frequently. But that is my Babylon 5 collection. I do have all of the books as well, but they're scattered all around the house. So at some point I might be able to collect them for you. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment suggestion for a topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.